So we're going to do some squid with chilli, shallot, a little bit of this and that. But the first thing we need to do is prepare our squid. Here's our squid. And the first thing you do is remove the inside. And then what we do is we take out the backbone. So with the backbone, and also we've got all this in here. So we put this into water, clean it really well. This was just, these were literally taken out of the sea 2 days ago. Look at that, absolutely fabulous. I mean, look at that. Wow, could not be fresher. Not be fresher, look at that. Oh, I tell you, it's like something else. I love this. Just clean the squid off, literally clean it. That's it. Clean it, it's all done. Right. Now, you can leave the skin on other ones. So, for instance, if you get the baby ones, you can leave all the skin on. It's fine. Doesn't matter. So I'm taking this off because it's they're quite big, which is what I wanted actually. I wanted the big ones. So I've got nice big rounds. So if I take this, there we go. So I'll have to come back to that in a minute. So we're going to now go on to the next one. So to cut off the tentacles, you look the eyes, go before the eyes, and you literally cut this off. And I'm going to do it on here. So we're going to take that off, and you've got a ball there. And then again, you just pop this into here. And I tend to actually always leave the skin on this one, the tentacles, which is lovely. Okay, perfect. So they're the best part. Now, again, I'm going to take the insides out. There we go. Backbone out. There we go. Now I might as well do it to the other one, because you know how it is. I'm going to now take this here, go in front of the, sorry, take that, go in front of the eyes, sit, take that off, and push that in. Perfect. Now let's take the other one off, so we can finish doing them. So there we are, take that off. Sit. Sit. And the backbone. There we are. Oh, that's broken, but don't worry, it'll come out. There's no yuck. There's no yuck in there. There's absolutely nothing. I'm going to put these now. I've washed them, half washed them. So now I'm going to wash them again. So basically, then I'm going to just double check everything's fine. Yep, everything's up. And I'm going to dry them. Now, for this, I'm going to need some kitchen roll. So, I'm going to put this on here. It's wet anyway, so it's not going to do. Put this in here. There we go. Just making sure it doesn't have to be perfect, because that's the wonderful thing about doing a squid. As I said, you can actually keep the skin on if you want. There's no reason why not. And a lot of people, if you go abroad, I promise you the skin will always be on, because that's how they do it. But not commercially. Commercially the skin is always off. Right, more or less anyway. Right, now we're going to take this again, make sure it's all off. Okay, there we go. It's not too slimy. There we go, put it on there. Take this away. Once you've done that, you're going to now chop. So, I'm going to make the rings. I'm going to clean that side up. That's this side there. There we are. Make these rings. Now, what you'll find is, as you go down, you'll find a little bit of in here It's literally part of the body, and you take it out. It's just fat, literally fat. You literally just take it out. There you go. Now there is nothing like fresh squid, nothing. I'm going to take that bit out. Now we're going to put that on the tray there. Okay. Squid hardly takes any time to cook at all. It's very, very quick. You'll see how quick it is. You have to be quite careful because it's the quickness. Otherwise it turns chewy and it's not very nice. So you need to make sure that it's in there. Right. Perfect. It's a lot of squid. It's perfect. But, you know, the thing about squid is, once you do it, you know, your family, they're around. Oh my gosh, they love it. At least my family do. There you go. That's a big one. Okay, there we go. Right, we're now going to throw this away. I'm going to also put these here, chop these up. I mean, you know, you just break them up, don't worry, just break them. You don't need to cut them, just break, okay? And if you want to cut them, you can cut them. Right, there you go. Now the hard work is done. What I'm going to do first is I want to do get some spring onions. Right. Spring onions. Now you're going to cook, we're going to cut some shallot. We'll just put this to one side. Shallot. Right, we're going to now the first thing we're actually going to do is to cook off these onions. So I'm just going to take this bit of ginger. Right, so what we're going to do here now is take also some garlic, a couple of garlic, three garlic. So we're going to remove top and tail of them like this. Okay, I love doing these. Right. So we're going to, there we go, so easy peasy. There we go, right. There we go, quite rough, you don't need to be absolutely perfect. Okay, so first thing we're going to do is put some oil in here. So we've got our, I think that's our sesame seed oil. I'm going to put some olive oil in there first. I'm going to take that, get that really hot. And we're going to put this lovely shallots in there. They'll come up. Remember what I told you, if you put things in there and it's not come up to heat, it actually doesn't matter as long as you don't move it. No, I'm not going to move it. Or is it stopped? Okay. There we are. I'm not going to touch it. So, and then what's going to happen is we're going to take some of the chilli and we're going to cook that chilli as well with it. Now I'm going to, these are quite wide chilies, but I'm going to go with it. You know what, I'm going to go with it because I love chilli. And there's quite a lot of squid there, so it's quite a big dish. Okay, so off we go. Now you can hear it. I haven't moved it yet because that's it. Now I moved it. Right, it's doing really well. Don't touch it. The least touch, the better. Once that's cooking, we can now start putting in some coriander. I'm going to put a few saffron strands. Now, it's important this, that if you put too much saffron, what will happen is it will turn bitter, and it's not very nice. But what the saffron does, it actually enhances it. But you need to know how to use it for it at its best. Basically, that's what it's all about. There we go. Now, not a lot of cooking, as you probably noticed. So what I'm going to do is I'm now going to put the chilli in. And I'm going to just soften it. And I'm going to turn it down. And I'm just going to let it do its thing, okay? So, going to put a little bit of sesame seed oil in there. Now I know people don't cook with sesame seed oil like this, but I'm not really going to cook it a lot. I'm going to take it out in a minute because I'm going to put it on the tray. So, what I'm doing is I'm trying to bring the flavours out, that's all. So I've got the spring onion, I've got the gorgeous chilli, I've got the ginger, I've got the garlic, I've got everything in there. Literally everything's in there. Now, I also wanted the flavour. It was important because the pan will be so flavoursome. I want that for the squid. That's why I've done this first, rather than the other way round. Right, that's it. Okay, so that's done. Right, you can see that's really, and what it's really beautifully cooked, just enough. And I'm going to turn it up high. Now this is the important part. It must be really high. And at this point, I'm going to put some more oil in. Right, I want this oil. I cannot do what I did before. Add it and then wait. This has to be done from the beginning. So you add some more oil. And literally takes seconds. So I'm going to do these in 2 lots. Okay, literally 2 lots. So, we're now going to start. That should be very, very hot indeed. So, we're going to do this. And I'm not going to touch it. Oh, the smell. The smell. Not going to touch it for the moment. I'm now going to add a little seasoning salt to it. I'm actually going to put it on here to make it really hot, like a wok. This is going to kill it. It's what I want. It. Now, this is so nearly here. Look at it. So I'm just going to leave it a minute, just to slightly brown on one side. worth it. My gosh, it's worth it. Smell. Okay, that's it. Right, done. And I'm putting in some butter. Now, this is when the spinach goes in. Very simple. The only bit of butter is going into this. Literally this. Oh, might as well go into all. We've got a lot of squid there. Why not? Oh, lovely. Right, pop this in. Now I'm also going to put in some basil leaves because they will create a delicious flavour. So, basil leaves, just leave them whole, alright, just leave them whole. That's it. Because that will all be part and parcel of the gorgeous flavour at the end. There we go. No more frying. Frying's done. Right. I'm just going to cook this off. There we go. Now the flavour. What I'm getting is, you can understand, what I'm getting is the beautiful flavours from the squid, the beautiful flavours from the saffron. It's going into the spinach. I mean, genuinely, this is pretty thick stuff. We're going to take it like that. It's all done. Right. That is done. Now we're going to now take this squid and all this bits in there, all those loveliness, and we're literally going to turn this off. We don't need it on. Right. And we're going to make sure that it's all absolutely beautiful. Okay. There we go. Right, so a lot of squid there. Now, you know, it's spinach, there's basil, there's everything in there. So I'm going to find a nice plate to put that on too. All right. Actually, I might find it on one. Might be good enough on one. So what I'm going to do is put, actually one's enough. Always bigger than you think. Now it's something a little bit different doing this squid this way, because I just thought that slightly influence of Chinese. I'm going to put this, what Cherish does, she always does it at the end. She taught me, this is the toasted sesame seed one. There we are. And just to finish it off, because it is quite Chinesey. So there is my delicious spinach and lovely squid. Now let's just recap again. We cleaned the squid, we did the squid, we literally cut it up into rings, and then we seared it. We did, first of all though, we did the spring onion, the shallot, we did the peppers, we did the spices, we put that into ginger and garlic, we put that in at the beginning. And then we put that to one side, and then we did the squid, because I wanted the smell of everything in the pan. And then we got that done, and then we took that out, and then we did the spinach. So everything was done separately, so then in the end, we put everything together. And that's what is the most important thing. I'm now going to have a piece of squid. Actually, I didn't season it, so it may need some seasoning, actually. Oh my God. It's so delicious. Oh, that is absolutely scrummy. I'm going to put some coarse sea salt on. It's quite nice to finish off with a little bit of coarse sea salt. There is my squid, spinach, chilli, spring onion, and ginger and garlic dish. Enjoy.